So, Josie, what do you have there?
Oh, this?
Yeah, that.
Oh, it's, PCP.
Oh, that's illegal, isn't it?
It's felony.
And you have a gallon of it?
I got a gallon.
I mean, do you like PCPs? Like,
I got a gallon of it.
Oh, okay. How's the kids?
They're good. Sharon, she's passed ever since last we met.
Oh, I'm so sorry. When did that happen?
About
4 years ago?
No, p.m.
4 p.m. today.
Yeah.
Well, it's 5 now, so that is recent.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
She got her head cut off.
Really? How did that happen?
Oh, just PCP dealer. So just a little business dispute.
And she cut her head off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It happens.
Yeah. So Josie and I just got back from watching the Gallon of PCP Guy directed movie. It was called
Weapons.
We saw Weapons.
Zach Cregger.
Directed by Zach Cregger, yes. One of the
haven't figured it out already? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Widest Kids alumni, Zach Cregger. He directed Barbarian, which we haven't seen. It didn't look very interesting to me, but apparently it's good. And we decided to give this movie a watch. Josie, what did you think of Weapons?
I thought it was pretty great.
Pretty great?
Pretty great.
I would say it's pretty good.
Alright. So
I have a lot of things I'm not sure how to feel about.
There was some aspects I didn't like, but ultimately, I think maybe discussing them more they might be nitpicks.
Mm-hmm,
but I'll say I went into this movie basically blind.
Yeah.
We
only know the basic premise the trailer described, which is a class full of kids disappears all in one night except just one, and it's all kids in the same class.
I had no idea, because when I first saw this movie, I had no idea that it was directed by Zach Cregger, which was extremely interesting to me because I just never expected to see Zach Cregger doing such big movies like this.
Yeah.
Which it's really nice to see because
it reminds me a lot of Jordan Peele and how he started out with the Key and Peele show. I know he didn't start as that, but like that's what he's known for, and he moved on to like directing
horror.
These big budget horror movies that get a lot of, even though I personally don't like them very much.
Actually, you know what? I don't think I've seen any Jordan Peele horror movies, actually.
They don't seem like the kind of thing that would interest you.
Well,
he also did that horrible reboot of The Twilight Zone, which is just terrible.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
It was terrible. It was almost as bad as the Forrest Whitaker version. It was worse than the Forrest Whitaker one.
I haven't figured it out already. Me and Jack are very big Widest Kids fans.
Oh, insanely big.
Yeah. And
Josie once, for my birthday, got me a Blu-ray of all the seasons.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a regular Blu-ray. It wasn't like a Blu-ray set. He got me one singular Blu-ray, which had every single episode on it, which is a very strange. It's like 5 seasons, 10 episodes each.
It's definitely bootleg.
That's it, almost because like the label's like taped on and stuff.
I got it off Etsy.
Yeah. Which is, I think that kind of makes it even cooler that it's like a bootleg, but
yeah,
very cool item to have. It's just strange to have that much content on one disc.
I love Widest Kids. Trevor Moore. I remember he died on my birthday a couple years ago.
That's true.
And that sullied the whole day.
I believe I told you that, actually. I told you Trevor died. Yeah,
I remember we were actually sitting in a restaurant and you were just constantly like, I can't believe he's dead. It just ruined the whole day.
I think, how I remember telling you, I was like, oh my god, Josie. And he was like, oh my god, what? Like, I texted you that, and I was like, Trevor Moore is dead. And for like a second, you're like, oh, I thought someone we know died.
No, yeah, because you were like, are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? And I was about to be like,
oh my god, did something happen to like your mom or?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Because like, as much as I love Widest Kids, I don't mourn celebrities the same way I mourn
the people you know. Obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it was sad. It ruined the day. But
I wasn't trying to give you the impression that someone we knew died.
Oh, that's definitely how it came across.
I wouldn't tell you if someone we knew died. I wouldn't tell you like that.
But yeah, Widest Kids. Before we get into the movie, since we're just on the topic of Widest Kids, what is your favorite Widest Kids sketch?
I don't know if I can pick one, but I think it comes down to just 3 for me. Classroom skit,
Okay.
Rapist.
Wait, the classroom skit where it's like the Halloween costumes?
No. It's the one where, I'm sorry, children. I just got word that one of your parents died in a car accident.
Okay.
Who wants to guess what it is for a chance at the prize box? So it's either the classroom skit, rapist, or sniper business.
Good picks.
Those are my 3 top. I believe Addison, my brother, his favorite skit actually is the PCP skit.
I'd say my top 3 would be number 1, the interview.
Thanks, guy in my head.
Yeah. Which was Zach Cregger. Number 2 would be Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, that's right.
And then number 3 would probably be What Did You Do Last Night?
Are those in any particular order?
Yeah, and in that order I just listed.
Okay, so what did you do last night as your favorite?
No.
Okay, it's your third.
Interview.
All right.
Yeah, Interview was my favorite sketch, like, comedy thing ever.
The 3 things I listed were not really in any particular order. But I think if I had to pick one, it'd probably be classroom sketch.
Some honorable mentions, though, would be...
I totally agree with Josie's picks, though. Those are some great sketches.
They are. Honorable mentions, though, would be Pissing Upon My Leg. Sir, the piss are peeing upon my leg.
Nerf Nuke.
PCP, obviously. That's a great one.
Obviously.
I
feel like we're missing another big one.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Are there any more sketches where Sam says, "I'm not finished"? Oh, the nail gun.
Oh, nail gun's a great one. The Necronomicon.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
My dick split open and hornets flew out.
I like it. Oh, Pussy Salad. I
Pussy
love
Salad.
the Pussy Salad. That is a genius sketch. Holy fuck, what a great...
I knew it. I knew you were eating pussy, and now I guess we all know.
Sorry, kid.
And where have you been eating this pussy?
I don't know.
The
Kyle's
park.
house.
The park. Kyle's house.
But you can say goodbye to Kyle's house.
Oh.
I love the rude restaurant one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen all of them.
Okay.
Just to go, I just want to make one more quote from the nail gun. Is like, now hold on, wait there, Sam. Most people when they die go to purgatory. Why'd you go straight to hell?
God.
Oh, how about Mountain of Chairs?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bring me your sin, Timothy. This is an especially long and dark specimen. What did you do to create such a specimen?
I love, like I mentioned earlier, the Halloween costumes one.
Mm-hmm. What? I'm a cowboy. Well, I figured I'd just go into town and get some hay for my horse and some pussy. What? I'm a clown.
Oh, God. Oh, also...
So, why is because, obviously...
Wait, hold on, I gotta mention this. I specifically wore my Nine Inch Nails shirt today to pay homage, not homage, but to pay homage to the Trent Reznor sketch.
Of Why is because
Yeah.
Obviously another great one.
Dirk, what a jerk, what a jerk. That's a good
There's pigs everywhere.
There's pigs everywhere. That's so funny.
Dirk, such a jerk. There's pigs everywhere.
The pigs everywhere line cracks me simply as a Nine Inch Nails fan.
Oh boy, the pizza man. It's the way he says it, like, oh boy, the pizza man. And the way Trent Reznor's house looks like a regular house that's like in the process of undecorating for Halloween.
This looks like a goth vampire chick's house.
So why is because obviously one of the greatest comedies ever. One of the greatest.
Favorite comedy sketch group of all time.
Probably my favorite comedic show ever, except maybe like Kenny vs. Spinny.
Kenny vs. Spinny is a good one.
Tied for like the funniest shows of all time in my mind.
I think Why is because would be my favorite sketch group, just easily.
Yeah,
they're pretty much not.
You mean they're not as good as the Incredible Crew?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Incredible Crew as a kid, though.
They're not terrible.
And Cartoon Network went through that live action phase.
It's just like so many of the jokes are shit like, what if we tied lunch boxes to the guy's fists and it's lunch boxing? Like shit like that.
I think I'm a pretty big fan of sketch comedy. I've been watching this one channel called Wizards of Guns. They're really good. They're really, really funny. But,
I do like a few Key and Peele sketches, although I don't like a lot of them.
So
obviously, why is because we both are huge fans. We love Zach Cregger. So obviously we're interested in seeing this movie because it's getting a lot of positive reviews and it had kind of an interesting premise.
It did.
So walk me through, Josie. What did you like and dislike about this particular film?
So I'd say my favorite aspects about this were I was not expecting it to be an anthology. I was very happy.
Well,
about that.
it's not an anthology, but it's sort of like a Rashomon effect kind of thing.
I would consider it an anthology. It's definitely
I wouldn't
it
say
has
that.
the structure of one.
No, because like they're not unconnected. Like there are some anthologies that are connected together over like an overarching narrative, but like this one is it's just one narrative told from different points of view.
Which is one of my.
It's like saying Pulp Fiction's an anthology. It's not really.
I think a lot of people would argue on that.
Maybe.
But just the storytelling. I was not expecting it, but I loved it. I really do love stories that it's one big story, but we're seeing it through the perspective of a bunch of different characters.
It's sort of like Rashomon, but instead of seeing like an ordinary Rashomon story, we would see like when every character tells their story, it's like subtle differences make their way. But in this case, it's all objective, so you don't get that, but it's still very effective.
I love seeing all the ways they connect with one another.
I also say I really appreciate the economics of the story. There's not a lot of fat on this movie. Like for example, there's a scene where the teacher character is connecting with a policeman character. We get the idea that these guys are like kind of flings, like lovers, and we don't see them at first get together. We just do a hard cut from the bar to her waking him up in bed, and I feel like that's a really good way to like just shave that ham, cut that fat, get right to the point, right to the meat of it.
And we do get a scene later of them fucking for like half a second.
Yeah, like 3 seconds.
But
with their clothes on. I always hate it when movies do that, but whatever.
Well, so the storytelling engine, I was very impressed by that.
Very much. And it's a good premise too.
The cinematography was fantastic.
I have a thing for storylines about that sounds like true crime but are not, like missing children cases. I wrote a story about it. You read.
Which is a fantastic story, by the way. Probably my favorite one of yours that you've written. But the cinematography was outstanding.
I thought the colors were very good.
A little underexposed.
I have a great appreciation for the fact that when they recreate, they tell the same scenes a few times over, and we always see them at different angles, and it works seamlessly. They fit together perfectly.
Yeah, it's
it feels like the exact same scene just from a different angle.
And it's a very specific niche I have with storytelling, but
it's very satisfying.
Scratched it. Yeah.
It's very rewarding because like you get the sense of like that the world doesn't exist around these protagonists, that there's a world outside them that we see another angle of. It makes it more deep, more 3D.
It was just. Well, what do you think of the cinematography?
Well, I thought it was. I agree. I think it's pretty great.
It was.
The colors,
some of these shots were so just.
Something about that shot of her going into the bedroom looked pretty good to me.
I noticed like a lot, like in the beginning of the movie, a lot of what's her name? Justine, that's her name. Yes. I noticed like a lot of like when we're first introduced to her, pretty much the camera is basically behind her like the entire time.
I really like the design of Justine, by the way. I think her hair, it almost looks like it's very white hair and has like curls, so it almost looks like sheep wool. So you almost get like this kind of sheepish kind of vibe from her, which I think is endearing. I find it quite endearing.
I'm assuming you haven't seen the I think it's 2024 Wolfman movie.
No, I have not.
She was in that, which is the first movie I've seen with her. I was not impressed by that movie at all.
I didn't sound like you would be impressed.
Yeah.
That movie was a cinematic fart. It came, you went, and you forgot about it.
Pretty much. It was 4 out of 10. But she was in that movie, and she did alright. Definitely preferred her here.
Yeah, she's given better material to work with. I really appreciate the conflict her character is being put through. My only complaint would be, I don't think we saw it, and I wish the movie was all about her in a way.
It's very tight. It's just such a tightly told story.
That's a great way of saying it. It's a tight story.
Which is just
no fat on it at all.
I think that might be like, to me, that's what makes a story specifically appealing to me specifically.
In horror particularly, so many people think that in order to make something, people always assume that like just building tension comes with just like having like lots of long pauses and scenes of people doing nothing, and that's what untalented directors think. But like Zach Cregger proves them wrong, because like there's not a whole lot of them characters just doing nothing. They're not a ton of like just long pointless pauses to like, oh well, it's a horror movie, so it's obviously going to be suspenseful, right? By default. It's not like that at all. It's very tight. It doesn't bother wasting your time. It has enough respect for you to not waste your fucking time. And as a storyteller, we need to learn that.
The tension, because this movie, it grabs your attention and it fucking puts a chokehold on it.
I really like the opening.
Yeah, the opening was great.
Not just the little girl's narration, but I really appreciate the music that was playing as we see
As the kids are running away.
And
And
the
it has
sound-
that, yeah.
The soundtrack for this movie in general was quite good. It's very minimalist, but it was distinct at points.
Where was I going with that?
You were talking about the children running out.
No, I was saying the way it builds attention in this movie, you are so invested on why the fuck all this is happening. Like throughout the whole movie, it's like every time it cuts to like a new character's perspective,
You want to see a new piece of the puzzle.
we get a little piece. We just get a little closer to figuring it out, and it's just it really
it is a real what the fuck kind of situation. It's like one of those like just immediate like it's one of those premises that's really brilliant because it just means like okay, well what happened to them? That's pretty strange.
it's the kind of it's specifically just it's the way the movie's structured is just it very much just makes my brain happy. This is the kind of story that I really love. These are the kind of movies that just like I don't know, just what the fuck movies where you're just constantly asking how this is happening and they all make sense in the end. It's all connected.
Can you think of an example where you saw a movie that was structured like this, where we saw a same event from a lot of different people's point of view?
Oh, I can't. No, I don't.
Pulp Fiction comes to mind, but
I didn't enjoy Pulp Fiction as much
you did
as I
not.
wanted to.
You did not.
But I might just need to see that movie again. I have admittedly only seen it once.
I think
I'm not a big
you once
Tarantino
told
guy.
me that you thought that. In my mind, the movie's kind of a pseudo comedy, and I feel like you were not expecting it to be have any like comedic elements. But I feel like if you go with that in mind, it's way more enjoyable because there's like a lot of funny moments in that movie.
I am not a huge Tarantino guy, just in general.
And by the way, just to show that I'm also kind of heretical, I did not like Inglourious Basterds very much, and that'll get you way more flack than saying you don't like Pulp Fiction.
I need to see that movie though.
Yeah, you should. It's just I did not personally like. I think like a lot of people won't like the reasons why I didn't like it.
I think my favorite Tarantino movie might be From Dusk Till Dawn.
Well, he didn't direct it.
Whatever.
He wrote it.
He's actually surprisingly a pretty endearing actor.
Django, yeah, he is. Django is pretty good.
I feel like I've seen that movie.
But anyway, if I could kind of voice, I'm not sure if it's a complaint yet, but it's something that's kind of like maybe bothering me. Like it could be a complaint or a criticism. This is a really unique and interesting idea. It's very much a captivating one where you want to know exactly what happened. The reveal halfway through this movie that it's just a witch, I don't know. In my mind, I was kind of hoping for like something a little more interesting. But I guess you have to. It was either going to be a ghost, a witch, or a demon.
I assumed aliens when I first saw the
You thought it
trailer.
was aliens. I guess it was those four things. So I guess it had to be like something supernatural that would ultimately like
Yeah.
be kind of a cliche. So I guess I can't fault the movie for that. It's just that I kind of wish something a little more creative happened than it's just being a witch. It was a witch, by the way. If you didn't.
Yeah,
No.
spoilers, I guess.
Well, I always, if you're anyone who hasn't seen a movie and like are getting like first impressions or reviews of it, I think it's kind of foolish.
It is. I wasn't particularly bothered by that. I honestly,
Yeah, I got more used to it as the film went on.
I think my biggest criticism of this movie is that there's some inappropriate humor bits.
Like when?
When the I forget his name. It was
The principal and the
no, it was the dad,
The dad.
character, Matthew's dad.
Mhm.
When
Josh Brolin's character.
him and the junkie who was under the spell were fighting, the junkie kept getting up and screaming. I was like, that's just
I feel like it bothered you more. Like the audience found it really funny.
yeah. Fucking our audience was eating up the comedy bits, and I found it decently amusing. But I wasn't like some of those people were like
They were
fucking slapping
howling.
their knee.
They were howling in there, dude.
Like, good for them. They're able to enjoy it more than I
It
can.
kind of ruined it for me because, like, yeah, I agree that it's a humorous moment, but like, I feel like you reacted like so aggressive, like, it's okay, shut up.
Yeah.
How about the climax? Because there was a lot of funny, a little funny moments in the climax.
I actually did like the funny bits with the grandmother or the aunt running away.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I will say
There's hints of like why it's because humor in this movie a little bit, like the cop shit and the drug addict.
This is, I don't know if you feel the same way, but the image of seeing all those kids bursting out of the window of Alex's house and like chasing after the aunt, I don't know why, but that was like such a powerful scene for me. Like it just.
Well, it's really satisfying because this is a very hateable character.
Well, it wasn't like a satisfying like yes finally. It was more just like there's that. It was just I don't know. It it's such a powerful, just like there's a lot of force and just a lot of gravitas and just
They do a great.
power.
There's a great shot.
I keep saying power.
There's a great shot where we kind of get a camera shot from behind one of the girls' heads as she's chasing the old woman. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
The fact that the aunt character is kind of like running through all these different houses and the kids keep following her is like really funny.
I kind of wish we got an explanation.
It's so simple. It works.
I kind of wish we got an explanation of why the aunt is really doing all this in the first place.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of, I thought the implication is that whenever she controls someone, she kind of gains her life force or something like that.
I didn't pick up on that.
Well, she says that, like, I thought your parents would make me better. Maybe if I had some children, they would make me better. But we didn't. You're right. It's not. None of this is explained, actually. You know, we don't see why this aunt is a witch. We don't see how she became a witch. We don't see why she's related. It reminded me of too much, a little bit of like Goosebumps. Like there's an episode called An Old Story where one of the aunts shows up, like the kids' family members, and like as the parents, because they're like leaving their kids alone with the aunt, and it's like, man, your aunt's really weird, and the mom's like, wait a minute, I thought she was your aunt. It reminded me of like something like that. It was just kind of like, obviously that's not the movie's fault. It's just something that kind of like, it was similar enough that it distracted me a little bit.
Maybe we didn't even particularly need a reason why she's doing all this.
Yeah, maybe she's just a bastard. I guess it's not really important. She's just evil.
But it still was just, like, this story is so tight, and everything is just so, like, everything comes to a satisfying conclusion. I would at least like this loose end to be tied up a bit.
I just feel like I'm having trouble articulating what the thesis of this movie was, or what the moral was. Or
I don't really know if there is one, because I was thinking that too as the movie was wrapping up. I was like, you know what? Not to sound kind of dismissive, but like, what was the point of it?
Yeah, what was the point of it? Like, the ending was like cool and satisfying and all, but like, I'm still just wondering, like, what did we learn?
Like, is it a commentary on like control?
I thought maybe they're gonna do like some kind of like social experiment type thing where like we follow the teacher. I wish as much as I like what you're as much as I like what you're describing, where we see all this story from all these different characters' points of view, I really would have loved it if we just followed Justina through this entire movie. Justina and Archer.
I do think she is like she is I guess sailing the ship a pretty.
She's the protagonist by de facto.
Amount, yeah. But
I really appreciate Josh Brolin's character. He gives a great performance. The image of him sleeping in his son's bed.
I thought it was kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
You thought it was creepy? Well, it's disturbing a little bit, but like, if I were a dad and my kid disappeared, I feel like I'd probably do the same thing just to feel close to him. It's really moving.
I don't have kids. Maybe I just don't get it.
Well, I don't have kids either, asshole. But I can understand fatherhood.
Okay, you don't gotta be a dick.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bitch.
I don't mean to be a dick. I'll try to be a pussy later on.
Yeah, I'll be a dick so I can fuck you.
Should I be an asshole? You can fuck that too.
Not into ass stuff.
Your weakness disgusts me.
Weakness. More like my civility.
How do we feel about the, I don't recall his name. He plays Wong in the MCU. How do you feel about the principal character?
Oh, that is Wong. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
He was fine.
You didn't care for his segment that much?
Not particularly.
That shot of him, like, we follow him as he's running, like when he's mind controlled and he's running.
That was good.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of like, just seeing him, like, just go directly there. It is a pretty scary idea that you could be, like, controlled, and it's not like a zombie. They always know exactly where you are, and they're just coming at you constantly. That's a pretty intimidating idea. And the movie does a pretty good job showing why that's pretty scary.
It's like,
it's
like the snail.
It's exactly how he describes it in the movie, like a heat-seeking missile.
It was very satisfying watching Josh Brolin's character figure out, you know, like doing his own detective work. That was very cool to see.
Him defending the teacher character, Justina, was pretty cool. I just wish more of this movie was focused on those two, trying to solve this together. Not that I didn't like those other segments. I loved them. I think they're great. It just, I don't know. I feel like I would have liked it better if this was just Justina and Archer's story.
Though I think this movie's biggest flaws would be, and for me, the unnecessary humor at some points. The kind of lack of a point, even though it was very entertaining and I was satisfied.
Yeah, I feel like there was a theme explored here, and I feel like there could have been with this idea. we had the beginnings of a theme at the very beginning where like this teacher, she's feeling ostracized. She cares about this student in particular. She wants to have a connection with him in like kind of a creepy way because she just feels completely like abandoned by this situation.
You could do like a commentary on the nature of truth,
maybe, or how like just parents versus teachers. Like parents obviously want to make sure their children are well looked after. The teachers also care, but they're not supposed to overstep their bounds. And there's kind of like this, a little bit of animosity between, especially nowadays, between educators and parents, because the educators feel like they know what's right. The parents obviously think they feel like they know what's right for their own child. And I feel like this movie could have done something with that, and that paranoia and that suspicion. Kind of like a Salem witch trial kind of thing.
and it's just it didn't. It missed opportunity, missed potential.
But I can't really fault the movie for shit it didn't do that I would rather see.
I do think at points, I will say, even though it really keeps your attention and the attention and the tension build up is quite nice. Some points I do feel drag on a bit.
I don't feel that way.
Some scenes
you need a
little
little quiet
long.
movements.
It just, it is a little frustrating, maybe in a good way, when like something big's happening, like the principal's attacking the teacher.
Oh, that's something about frustrating me about that scene is that it's like a typical, every horror movie has to have this, where a character goes to like a locked door and she kind of like go in even though it's locked, and she has ample time to go
anywhere else.
But that part was really frustrating. Yeah. I don't know why every horror movie has to have that, and it didn't even need to be here, because it didn't.
Because at the end of the day, she still got out of the gas station fine.
Yeah, and Josh Brolin's character comes in and like tackles him, which is cool. How did you feel about the antagonist of this film?
The aunt?
The aunt.
I mean, I wasn't particularly. I need to stop saying particularly so much.
It almost felt like a Goosebumps kind of thing.
She was a little silly. It's kind of weird that she was the comedic relief too.
Was she? I feel like
I'd say she was.
I don't think there's any one comedic relief, but I guess there are funny moments with her.
Well, when she's she has on her tacky makeup and she's like putting on a personality for people. It's like not very much. And when she's getting chased by the kids,
I'll have a bowl of water.
Yeah, it's like it's odd.
Well, the kid stuff, I feel like that'd be funny no matter what happened, who she was, but
I thought she was fine. They definitely
yeah. She's hateable, I think. I hated her enough. I didn't loathe her like Mrs. Carmody and like
I do feel like I do think this movie would benefit more if she was a bit more
a presence.
No, if she was more hateable, more of a you want to see her lose, and I did want to see her lose, but that was more just because like I was scared for the kid, not because I necessarily hated the character.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I hated her plenty, but I wasn't like Mrs. Carmody from the Mist levels of just distilled hatred.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but
no.
It's really it has one of the most hateable characters I've ever fucking seen.
Well,
she had kind of what's her name? The Misery Girl, the lady from Misery, the Stephen King movie. She kind of reminded me of that a little bit. How she's like this kind of like nurturing figure, but she'll fuck with you if you fuck with her.
She kind of reminded me a bit of Christina Ricci's character in Wednesday for some reason.
Who she play?
She played the person she had red hair, blue jumpsuit, I guess.
I don't recall. Was she the villain?
No.
Okay.
I just I don't know why it's just what pops in my head.
She played this character of the aunt, plays on a kind of a classic fear, like as a kid, like of just some stranger coming in and just taking over your family and like fucking your parents over.
Yeah.
You really feel the helplessness of the child in that situation.
I would say I was quite satisfied with what I saw, more than really when I saw that it was a anthology, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it.
I don't agree with that definition, but
whatever you want to call it. That just excited me a whole lot. I was like, oh man, this gonna be a good time.
Well, I think it was worse for me because I really just wanted to follow Justine, I'm sorry. Justine and Archer specifically. How do you feel about the cop character? Paul.
He kind of started out as a main character, and then he
started
very quickly became a side character.
He became a side character, and he also became kind of an asshole.
Well, You know.
I mean, if some guy like lied to me and that's how I got like a possibly AIDS infected needle in my finger, I'd probably like want to beat the shit out of him too.
I do think it is kind of an interesting concept, though. I don't know if anyone's made a movie about this before, but a cop who did something fireable or that would get the department in a whole lot of trouble, like a cop dealing with the stress of like this guy could just fuck everyone
Yeah,
over.
that was an interesting idea. I feel like the movie did everything you could do with that in that situation, though. So I really appreciate it.
I don't know.
You got the father-in-law character. That's another thing. That whole thing with him having an affair with the teacher, that didn't really go anywhere.
No, I think like I got the scene where like Justine gets alcohol poured on her by the cop's wife.
Yeah, I thought
that was gonna lead somewhere.
I thought we were gonna get a scene of him having more of a bombastic revelation to her about that.
She kind of was a nothing.
The wife. And also, you feel like the fact that the chief of police is also his father-in-law would also play a role, but it really didn't.
No. I don't really necessarily think it detracts from the movie, though.
No, I guess not.
What else is there to say? What else have we
How
not
did you
covered?
feel about the gore?
Oh, it's very rare, but the times there are gore in this movie is appreciated. I am a huge fan of gore in movies.
It's not insane, but it looks good.
When she got her head fucking ripped into like a Mortal Kombat fatality
by the children.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah.
What
I'm looking for.
It's a pretty fucked up concept too, because like the idea of like kids ripping you apart is pretty scary, but also like the idea of being a kid and being forced to tear apart an old lady with your bare hands is also pretty scary.
I am kind of interested though to see like then versus now, like how the kids are kind of coming out.
Yeah. I definitely would have liked to see more of like
we hear that some of them start talking
kids
again.
Yeah, so obviously all these kids are like horribly fucked up, and the parents of the Alex are obviously like permanent like brain dead. Almost.
Well, my assumption was
which is pretty sad.
Well, my assumption was because they were under the spell longer. Like
yeah.
Josh Brolin's character, he immediately came out of it when the stick snapped.
Yeah, but
when she died.
He was only in control for like a few minutes. Also, another kind of nitpick. I'm not quite a nitpick. It's kind of a problem. Her, Justine gets choked way too many times, and like she gets choked for really long periods of time. Where like if she was being choked out with full force by Josh Brolin, she would be dead pretty fast. And in the movie, it seems the implication is like minutes and minutes of him just choking her, and she's not dead yet.
It's kind of interesting how choking is like the go-to method for all the spellbound people.
You would think that he just like, was it?
I think so. Like the principal did it, Josh Brolin did it, the meth head did it.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah.
It's interesting. I wonder why specifically choking.
Well, I feel like that's the best way to do that without just like wailing on them.
I suppose.
The scene where the aunt makes the parents fork themselves in the face, that was pretty weird. That was like, it wasn't like disturbing, but it was disturbing enough.
I liked it. I think the kid actor though could have got a better one.
He wasn't bad, but you're saying maybe just a little bit better.
I don't know, I have seen some movies where the kid actors really just they nail it. I don't know. They just gotta get
like Edward Furlong in Terminator 2.
Oh, I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie.
Well, that's one of the greatest kids performances ever. And how about Jake Lloyd in Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great child performance.
I've seen that movie too many times.
Oh, that's one of those movies they like ass raped us with in Cartoon Network.
That and Shrek.
Yeah, they ass raped us with Shrek a lot.
Have you ever seen
Cat in the Hat too?
Hereditary?
No, I have not.
That is a movie that has very good child acting.
Yeah, I heard that. It's about. Well, I have an idea what it's about.
Less you know, the better.
I'll look it up myself, but I heard good things about it.
It was quite good.
I heard things like it was the scariest movie. Like everyone says.
It's
that.
not the scariest.
I think James Rolfe said that though, so I was like kind of interested.
It definitely has some very disturbing scenes, which I greatly appreciate.
It's far easier to disturb me than it is to scare me.
It's very real. Like it's a family drama at its core. It's a family drama.
Interesting.
And so it has very, very realistic it has a very miserable aroma. It's very palpable.
Very odious.
I appreciate it. It's a great movie.
This is the first horror movie I've ever seen in the theaters, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and I think
that is surprising.
And I think I know the reason why. 1, modern horror movies suck. 2, watching a movie with a crowd is always kind of a crapshoot. But when you're watching horror,
it is a roll of the dice.
when you're watching horror, my intuitions about watching a horror movie with a crowd were kind of proven right when I saw this movie, because like if something scary happens, the people in the audience are gonna react in a really overbearing way, or if like something mildly like weird happens, they're gonna laugh at it, which I don't appreciate.
There's some bitch on her phone on fucking Instagram.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I was next to a couple of whisperers. Those guys who like.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, well, I heard it. It pissed me off. It also attracts these kind of movies attract a certain type of person, where they're like, oh, holy shit, isn't this edgy? We're watching a horror movie.
Whoa, bro. Yo, Bungo.
I got that vibe.
Master Splinter probably would like this movie, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, these people like who are horror junkies, they're like, they treat every horror movie they watch as like, this is so edgy, dude. I got that
strange.
I got that sense from the people next to us, and I'm not like that.
Well, me and Jack are huge horror fans, but we're not frat bros over them.
Well, I'm not saying frat bros. I'm saying people are like stoked about seeing gore, and they're like, I get the sense like this is like, oh, this is so edgy. This is so cool. We're cool now. We're edgy.
I think it's like it's like just immature adults trying to feel adult because they're looking at something that's gross.
I feel like it's people who like horror, but only in a superficial way.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I fucking love all that superficial stuff.
But you don't feel the need to like verbalize it.
No, because I'm not 10.
When Jozie and I are watching a movie in a theater, we are dead silent. We don't make
Except
a peep.
that one time when we saw, what was that movie? Fuck. You know what I'm talking about,
Human
though.
Centipede?
No. We didn't see that in theaters.
No.
It was that Ryan Gosling movie where he plays a GTA NPC.
Oh, yeah, Free Guy.
I was very, like, visually displeased
Yeah,
while watching that movie.
Jozie wasn't talking, but he was like...
Yeah, that was a bad time.
I admit that was a bad movie.
Fuck. I can't believe we saw that in theaters.
It's one of those movies where, like, I'm pissed off because, yeah, it looked good. It was
No,
a
it
good idea.
didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it did.
It looked like a fine movie.
I have no idea why we saw that in theaters.
Because it looked good. I thought it looked good.
And then it just ends
You
with
think
fucking...
good movies look bad all the time.
Whatever. And it just ends
That
with
movie was
fucking
bad.
brands. Like, look at all the brands we've acquired. This isn't officially licensed. Oh, it's the Captain America shield.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
was
fucking lightsaber.
Terrible movie.
Jerk yourself off because
It
you're a
was
nerd.
terrible
You recognize
movie
this.
with a good
Jerk
idea.
off.
It was a terrible movie with a good idea and good actors, but I don't know how they fucked it up that bad. I think it was Taika Waititi.
It's the same type of movie.
Taika Waititi really showed his colors, because that's why Thor: Love and Thunder was also just a horrible turd.
Sure was. Jesus Christ. Anyways.
So this movie, Weapons. How do you feel about the drug addict character in his segment?
He was fine.
He was fine, just fine. That's another part where like people were like laughing way too much.
Yeah, dude. You know what? Well, I want to go on a little bit of a rant here about movie-going audiences, and I'm sure everyone in our audience can relate to this
because they're movie lovers, obviously.
I would assume at least, or at least they can.
They like movies.
They're not the general audience where they I don't want to be a little mean. I don't want to be too mean, but like they clap like a bunch of fucking mindless monkeys.
I don't think we've ever been in a movie where they clapped.
You know what I mean, though. They're just loud and obnoxious. They talk to each other.
They have the need to animate. I don't know why. There's no reason why you should ever talk to someone in a movie theater.
No, and it's like surprisingly, when me and Jack saw Superman Fantastic Four, we had a pretty well-behaved audience.
Yeah.
But before, when we saw Nosferatu, there was a family talking throughout.
Like the front row. That was annoying.
And I don't think we've ever spoken about this on the channel.
You want to talk about it now?
Yeah, No Way Home.
Oh, okay.
We can bring it up again.
Folks, settle in for this one. This is a long story.
All right. Yeah. So
we want to go see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Here, let me give a little backstory.
Okay.
I am the biggest fan of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
He is.
I plan on getting a tattoo of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man logo on my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
I love those movies.
They're all three of them are his favorite movie of all time.
Correct. Correct. They are. All three of them are number one.
All three of them, number one. He broke the laws of mathematics just for that.
And so to say I was excited to see Tobey Maguire on screen would be the understatement of understatements.
The MCU basically took a fishing pole, like hurled their line, and the hook landed right on your balls, and they're like, they reined you in, dude. They were like, and you were like begging for you, dude. Like, no, take my money, no, it's too soon.
Yeah. pretty much.
Yeah.
They had to clean up the aisles and where I was sitting.
Yeah.
Well, they would have if it wasn't for a fucking asshole named Spencer.
By the way, about 3 or 4 children died in the tsunami of semen you unleashed that night.
Yeah, because I was aiming it at them specifically. Correct.
He was. It
Yeah.
was terrifying.
So,
Let's talk about Spencer for a little bit.
yeah. So, we go to see this movie. I'm excited, of course.
Spencer is to my left, I think. And you're
No. He was sitting by me.
He was sitting by you.
You were on my right. He was on my left. And
Okay.
So it was Spencer. So picture it right here. I'm right here in a seat. Jack's right beside me to my right. Spencer. How should we describe
The fact
him?
that he was so annoying that I thought he was sitting next to me kind of speaks volumes.
He was like a. He was
He's the kind
average
of guy.
height.
He's the kind of guy who has to narrate everything that's happening on the movie.
No, I'm gonna paint a picture. He's average height. One of those like Bass Pro Shop shirts where it has like a tiny decal on like the breast pocket.
He
and
was
like a
drinking beer.
big design on the back of the
He
shirt.
had a big glass of beer he was drinking the entire time.
Which reeked, by the way. And he had his elderly mother sitting beside him. So we're watching this movie. I remember before the movie started, he leaned over to me and said, "I've seen this movie twice now. I basically know all the lines." I was like, "Oh, cool, man."
Well, good for you.
Just thinking that, like, it's some,
What an innocent line to say.
Yeah, it's just a friendly discussion before the movie starts. He's excited. We're all excited. I'm visually excited.
If he saw the movie twice, he's probably like, I got a hyperfixation.
So, we're watching the movie, and for the first half, it's pretty great. We're having a good time. Nothing's going on. And then suddenly,
Without explanation,
Spencer starts quoting the movie as it's happening.
he repeats lines.
Not even just repeating them. He's saying them as they're happening.
I remember the line that always haunts me. It's when Willem Dafoe's giving this beautiful performance where he's like, "Gods don't choose, Peter." And he's like, "Gods don't choose. Gods don't choose."
God, I'm saying that out loud just like...
That will haunt me.
making me
never
foam at the mouth.
I will never be able to watch that movie again and not think of him.
And
And that's the worst part.
I wanted to be so excited to see Tobey Maguire again. And
even-
when he came
even-
on screen, I had my arms crossed. I was scowling.
You were mad the whole time.
I was
'Cause,
so mad
even
that I couldn't get excited over
Either
this.
he was talking and you were cringing, or he wasn't talking and you were cringing for the moment he would open his mouth again.
Well, no, I was just mad. Like, this thing, he stripped me of excitement for this movie.
Yeah,
And when
completely.
Tobey Maguire came on screen, I couldn't even, like, pretend to be
You were
excited.
mad that you were mad.
I was mad that I was mad.
Were you at least excited when Andrew Garfield showed up? The obvious superior Spider-Man.
The superior Spider-Man?
Yeah, superior Spider-Man.
So, like, Dr. Octavius?
No, you get what I'm saying. I know it's a comic. Every fucking title is a fucking comic book thing.
Yeah. But, I mean, I thought it was cool when Andrew was there. But, yeah, and he's just obnoxious. He reeks of alcohol. And after the movie ended,
Yeah, tell him what you said. Well, first when the credits started, I just kind of turned to you with like, I never like visibly get annoyed or bothered, almost never. But like halfway at some point to the movie, because I made a thing about you, like obviously like huffing and puffing when like you don't like a movie. So I kind of made a point, hey, don't do that. But it got to the point like halfway through, I'm just like, I kind of just look over at him, and I think at that point you knew, like I was as mad as you were.
Yeah. And so when the movie ended,
I just turned to you, like, tell this idiot to shut the fuck up.
yeah, I didn't tell him to shut the
And
fuck up.
I had to get out of that right now because I was too mad to see.
I tapped on his shoulder and I say, hey man, what's your name? And he goes,
The fact you ask his name is always funny to me.
he was like, Spencer. And I was like, all right, Spencer, watching this movie with you was the worst fucking experience of my life.
Did you say fucking?
I did. And I stood up.
He sounds like Sandy the squirrel in that episode where like SpongeBob's making stupid squirrel jokes.
Sandy the squirrel?
Yeah, she acts like an idiot. SpongeBob.
Yeah, I stood up, I walked out, I flipped him off, and he called me faggot, which I thought was like, okay, man.
Well, at least he's accurate.
Shut the fuck up.
So anyway, we got in the parking lot. I'll tell this part. We got in the parking lot and Spencer's behind us and he says,
he followed us out.
He didn't follow us. I mean, he's going the same direction as us. He was like, I don't think I was that bad. And we both turned and we were like, yes, you fucking were.
Yeah.
And then you got into it with Spencer. I got into it with his mom. We were having like a verbal like back and forth, like, you shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up. So we were like in the parking lot and I'm arguing with like an elderly woman. You're arguing with her son. And at some point, we get in the car and we don't even talk about the movie like we normally do. We were just like, you're just like, okay, shut the fuck up for a second, Jack. Just, we both had to like just sit there and like process the bullshit of what just happened.
Like, to this day,
I was shaking like with anger.
Yeah, me, like, for real. Like, I just, like, to this day, we still talk about him. Because, like, that was...
I was shaking probably because, like, I thought maybe we were gonna actually get in a fist fight with him.
Fucking, I wish. That's, like, I'm not someone who, like, just thinks...
If he beat the shit out of Spencer, that'd be one thing, but if I beat up his mom, I'd have to go to jail.
Nah, beat the fuck out of her for making Spencer.
No,
fuck's her problem.
I'd go to jail if I did that. And then, like, at some point later, we talk about the movie, and, like, we're driving back home, like, in silent, complete dead silence, and then I just kind of say, you know, he was probably autistic.
That's what I see. You're kind of autistic.
And you just said, good, I'm glad he is. He deserves it.
Yeah. It's just... Yeah. Fuck. And ever since then, I've just been horribly anxious.
Paranoid every time a movie... I think partly that's why I gave Superman a more negative review. Because I was kind of on edge for that.
Well, yeah, that's like... It's like, not even when the movie starts, and like, I'm anxious about the whole thing. Because I don't know when the audience could decide to just be fucking assholes. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole fucking time until the credits roll, I'm just on edge.
Like, the whispering thing shouldn't bother me that much, but the fact that I had a Spencer experience made it that much worse, because I'm always, like, horrified.
Dude, when I saw that fucking girl in front of us on her phone...
Pisses me off.
Not only was I just angry at the fact that she was on her fucking phone, and we're in the back seat...
It's disrespectful to the audience, but even worse, it's disrespectful to the fucking movie.
Yes, exactly!
We appreciate the art from...
Oh, like, whoa, it's not entertaining enough for you,
so
bitch?
Stupid.
You got to scroll Instagram?
You're such a moron. You can't be separated from your phone for, like, a minute.
Genuinely, sincerely, I am better than those people.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, better than those people. And if you're one of those people, look, I'm not a violent person, but you really need to be tortured.
Hey, by the way, yeah, no, if you are one of those people, sincerely, genuinely, I know you're just gonna get mad at me, but love yourself.
Or don't reproduce. I'm fine if you don't reproduce.
And then hug yourself after deciding to, be celibate.
Yeah, or like just make sure to use accurate protection, or you get your tooth tied, or like a vasectomy, whatever your situation is. Just make sure you do not bear offspring.
Commit the unforgivable sin so that you're guaranteed to go to hell. Because fuck you. You are the reason why modern society, like genuinely, you are the reason why modern society is crumbling around us.
Yeah, I mean, you
are a barely sentient, sapient creature.
You guys are just really dropping the ball for us, man.
Like, I just, people who just cannot see the value in art, that just makes me so mad.
And it's for something so stupid like a phone. Like, what do you, if you're not able to, like, if you have, like, a job or whatever, like, you can't not be on your phone, don't go to a movie theater ever. Just don't.
Well, to me, it's like,
and if that's not the case, then just don't turn it off. Turn the phone off.
Well, my thing is, like, you have this movie, which is objectively more, like, it's more substantive than doom scrolling on Instagram. Why the fuck would you choose Instagram over the movie?
And look, here's, when I watch a movie at home, yeah, I do feel a little tempted to, like, just look at my phone, like, just check you for whatever fucking bullshit. It's my fucking, it's the fucking habit, it's an addictive fucking process. But, like, if you're in a movie theater, it's so easy to, like, not have that urge to just be fixated on the screen.
You're, like, the atmosphere alone should, like, put your mind to rest with that shit.
Because it's a gigantic screen, and the fact that there's rules involved should make you, like, hesitant, but apparently some people don't have basic decency to do that. Or common empathy.
It's just like, people say ever since COVID that just the etiquette in theaters has just plummeted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why?
I don't know if it's something about,
Could be.
I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel anxious when I'm going, like, me and Jack, the reason why these first impressions come out so fucking late is because we wait like 2 weeks after movies come out. Because we just know that if we see this on opening night, it'll be packed. It was packed when we came to see it, but we knew on opening night it's always the annoying people. It's gonna be the chances of there being some annoying piece of shit. It's substantively
the people
higher.
who want to be there on opening night are like fools.
I mean, I want to be on opening night because I'm excited for a movie. I want to see it, but just fuck, man.
Like, damn, bro, why you gotta do that to us?
Really, Spencer? If you're out there and you're watching this, I hope you get fucking AIDS. I hope your mother dies the moment you love her the most. Fuck you, asshole. Kill yourself. Suck my cock. I'd fuck you if you were right here. I'd bend you over and fuck you. I'd turn you into my bitch. I'd turn you into my girl.
I wouldn't do any of those things to you, Spencer, but I really wouldn't stop Jozie if he tried to do it to you.
So there you go.
You're a big boy. You can defend yourself.
He probably would kick the shit out of me, though.
Nah, if he was trying to kick the shit out of you, even if you started, I'd still probably have your back and help you kick the shit out of him.
Thanks. We'll double team him. Wonder Twins unite.
Yeah. Well, which one am I? Am I Zane?
Yes.
Aw, what?
Yeah.
You get to turn the animals, I gotta turn the fucking water?
Yes.
Now, at least I'm not that fucking blue monkey.
Whoa. That is a very insensitive thing to say
Dude,
about...
did you know? I don't know if I told you this, but I was watching like a few Super Friends clips, and you know what I think I realized? There's like a moment where they have to bump their fists to like activate their powers.
Yeah.
And the monkey like comes in between them when they do it, and the monkey turns like this horrifying like ice creature, like ice animal type thing. And you know what I realized? Zane, and what's his sister called? Do you know her name?
It starts with the... It starts with a Z, I'm pretty
I'm just gonna call her Zara. Zane does not have the power to turn into ice, and Zara does not have the power to turn into an animal. Zane has the power to turn his sister into an animal, and Zara has the power to turn her brother into like water. I think that's their powers. I don't think they can actually... Their powers aren't shapeshifting. They have the power to turn specifically their siblings into something.
And the monkey gets both.
Which I think is interesting. I don't think anyone else sees it that way, but I think that's the case. I just want to say that because I think that's interesting. I think that's an interesting idea.
That is an interesting idea. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about the Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twin powers, activate.
I do like them for... I like what they represent in the superhero space.
I like them because I think they canonically can beat up Batman.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
what else is there to say about weapons? Because that's what we're here for.
I feel like...
We're not here to talk about movie theaters.
Yeah, no. But I do feel like we covered our ground pretty well.
What would you give this movie out of 10?
Yeah, I think I would give it a pretty confident 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. I'm not going to go that far. There are still things I'm not really sure about. I'm going to give it a conservative 7.
Conservative? Conservative?
It might be closer to a 6.5, but I'll be generous.
Conservatives!
Because it was a really fun time in the theater, so I think it's worth giving it the 7. But it might go down later on in hindsight. I don't think it's said enough to warrant a 7. Like, a 7 should have some sort of emotional impact. And I got a little bit of that, but I don't think it was like a big payoff, like a main storyline payoff.
The biggest emotional part for me was when the kids were chasing down the aunt.
You felt not because of what they were, you just felt the intensity of the scene.
Yeah, something about it just struck a chord in me.
The way, a bunch of children rising up and killing the older generation. I wonder what I struck a chord with Jozie Days.
Shut the fuck up. Well,
the power, man, the power behind the
so
swarm.
one thing that I have seen with Zach Cregger is that he has pitched or is going to pitch a Batman movie to James Gunn.
I heard about that. That could be a joke.
I'd hope not, because it's a pretty great premise.
Wasn't the idea of a Batman movie told from the perspective of a henchman?
The movie was called Henchman, and it's about a henchman who manages to take down Batman somehow, and he has no idea what to do after that.
It's not like that episode of the animated series where it's like he just thinks he's dead, and everyone thinks he's dead. He actually does do it.
I don't know if it kills him, but because it is connected to the DCU, so obviously Batman's not going to die then and there.
Okay, if that's the case, yeah, he couldn't die.
But I think I really like low stakes superhero media. I enjoy.
And I think we have to. An idea that I think of Batman should be explored is that Batman, as much as people want to give him superpowers, and I feel like so many oftentimes people do give him superpowers without really acknowledging it. Yeah. Batman should be a mortal man, and even he says it in the animated series. Like, I know one of these days I'm gonna die doing this, whether it's the Joker or whether it's Two-Face or whether it's just some punk with a gun that gets lucky.
Yeah.
How powerful would it be if it really was some faceless punk that kills him, just like the faceless punk that kills his parents?
I would absolutely prefer that than like some grand
He died saving the multiverse from the Anti-Monitor.
Shut the fuck up. That God shit is stupid. And anyone who likes that stuff is just like a brain-dead child.
I can take a Green Lantern.
Who just wants to see Batman beat the shit out of people and actually doesn't care about Batman as a character.
It really pisses me off when I see people doing that to this Joker. People want to make Joker like the most overpowered character ever. Just to show like how cool Batman is.
Burped. Okay, there it goes. But
Joker should be getting his shit kicked in every time he tries to fight anyone other than Batman.
I mean, that's typically what happens. There's actually pretty pretty sure recently I saw a comic panel of Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I should
kneeing the shit out of Joker.
I want just for once. I'm so sick of like people with like non-powered superheroes. Like, of course I love non-powered superheroes. They're just as effective as like super-powered characters. But we have to accept clever writers need to work around weaknesses, not ignore them.
Yeah.
Batman's not cool because he can beat anyone. He's cool because he just is cool.
Batman is not a nuke. He's a glass cannon.
And if you just like warp reality to make him sound cool, that's not really making him cool. That just makes him like a writer's pad.
Yeah, like when he got fucking Dr. Manhattan's powers.
Or when he takes off Green Lantern's ring.
Or when he fucking became the Joker with Batman Who Laughs and he fucking... That shit was so dumb.
I just hate it so much. I especially hate it when, like, in that Injustice shit, where, like, Joker fights Superman, he's like, I wanted to play a game on easy mode. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Batman, someone should write a story about, because I see this all the time. Non-powered character crosses over with powered character, and the powered character always has to have a moment where, like, I'll hold on there, and the non-powered character has to, like, get the upper hand somehow. Just once, Jozie. I want one of these crossovers to have them try to do that moment, and it doesn't phase the powered character at all, and he effortlessly just defeats him right out. I just want that to happen. I don't just need that because it's funny. I need that to happen to just say, yes, non-powered characters aren't as powerful as Superman, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it's not about the power.
Well, genuinely, I am the world's biggest Batman fan.
Mm-hmm.
He is my favorite fictional character of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like watching him being able to beat Superman. That's ridiculous.
You might as well give him superpowers at that point.
People say kryptonite and prep time and all that shit. Dude, it's Superman. He fights, like, Metallo all the time.
The sheer disrespect towards other characters. So they're not warranting of, like, respect and, like, beating powerful foes.
Yeah, like that Injustice storyline where Joker's playing on easy mode, quote unquote. Like, that just makes Superman look stupid.
That pisses me off.
And he's not stupid.
And that whole storyline, it doesn't make Joker look cool, because that whole situation was so contrived in his favor that Joker didn't win that fight. The writers did.
The writers did.
Yeah, and it's
like
bullshit.
what Stanley said.
Clever writers have to find ways to work around their weaknesses. They don't have to just ignore them.
That God stuff is just stupid.
Mm-hmm. I learned it from, like Josie, didn't you know? He learned it from Tibetan monks.
I like how it's become a meme nowadays.
I've
been watching a lot of Brave and the Bold recently, so seeing that become a meme is kind of trippy.
Well, you learned that. I mean, he said that in every incarnation, I think, about something with Tibetan monks.
No, but Brave and the Bold definitely plays heavily into, like, he basically has superpowers.
I learned a form of astral projection. What's even funny is, like, the implications, like, these, like, everyone says, like, the most powerful characters in the DCU are now the Tibetan monks.
What the fuck are they feeding them? What the fuck are those Tibetan monks feeding Bruce?
There's an episode of the Justice League, like, Unlimited, where we see the Tibetan monks, and they're pretty cool. Deadman shows up, actually.
Coincidental, because that's also the episode, Deadman shows up in the episode where Batman astral projects.
Yeah, he says that.
I watched that episode pretty recently, actually.
I didn't die. I learned the ability to astral project from the Tibetan monks.
I watched the episode of Brave and the Bold where Batman turns into a vampire last night. God
Josie
damn.
has a hard-on for Batman becoming a vampire.
Oh my god, yes I do.
Well, what was great about that episode is that it was a very classical vampire. Like, he turns into rats like Dracula and shit.
Yes. Dude, I was like, this is no right to be as good as it is. It legitimately is like leagues ahead of the rest of the show.
They all looked cool as vampires, too.
It's so badass.
I love that part where Aquaman is with Martian Manhunter or whatever the fuck, and he sees, like, wait, we're being followed. Who told you? He was like, they told me.
That's genuinely a pretty creepy scene.
Yeah, that was, and I also, you know, everyone makes fun of Aquaman for being useless. Aquaman is not really useless.
Aquaman is one of those powerful members of the Justice League.
He's like,
Aquaman would beat the fuck out of Batman.
Aquaman is like as strong as like Captain America or something.
Dude, if Aquaman and Batman fought, Aquaman would just be like, Cthulhu, rip this man's soul in half, and then boom, there he goes, he wins.
Yeah. So yeah, Aquaman's not. He's just very, you know, his powers are dependent on a lot of factors, but he can still beat the shit out of people.
You know what? I think the hate against Aquaman is outrageous.
Also, more people need to characterize him like Brave and the Bold, but also it's only because like the Super Friends and horrible characterization of him, like only
everyone was lame in the Super Friends.
Yeah, that's why it's bullshit. People just like want to rag on Aquaman for some reason.
No, but the Brave and the Bold Batman, he like
absolute S tier for character for Aquaman.
I agree. Best iteration of Aquaman.
I love how he has like a super smoking hot wife that's kind of like very dry.
I just gotta say this to flex my comic book knowledge. I like how in Shadow of the Bat, Batman, his design is like subtly, to me at least, it looks very much based off the Batman Dracula trilogy, which is
from Red Rain.
Well, no, Red Rain is one of the installments of that series.
Okay.
I believe it's the first installment.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they paid homage to that.
It goes Red Rain, Bloodstorm, and I think Crimson Mist.
They don't just pay homage to Silver Age comics. They pay homage to stuff like
pretty much everything.
Death in the Family and stuff.
Like they did Dark Knight Returns in the episode with Red Kryptonite. But
yeah, those are also great. Where like it shows like they reenact a bunch of like Superman's a dick covers.
Yeah, which is like they did the one where it's like Jimmy Olsen's like, "Here, Dad, I made you this," and he pretty. I was laughing so hard when I saw that.
What he says in like the caption, I don't know if he says in the episode, but like the caption on the magazine is even funnier because like, "Jimmy, this gift is terrible. I have to destroy it to teach you a lesson. Why don't I even make you my son?"
Silver Age comics, dude. It's like the original clickbait.
Oh, for sure. Or like shitposting a little bit. When Superman's like, "Jimmy, I told you not to play with my shrink ray. Now I need to remove you from the earth." Or I told you about that comic where the IRS realizes that Superman owns like $1 billion in back taxes.
I'm pretty I'm not a huge fan of Silver Age, not gonna lie.
I love it.
But Brave and the Bold makes me appreciate it.
Definitely. I love the art style of Brave and the Bold.
Also, I just want to say this, but the Batman Dracula trilogy is like top 3 Batman stories ever for me.
Well, of course.
I fucking love it. Vampire Batman needs to happen so much fucking more than it does. It is such a great concept.
It's not that great a concept.
Yes, it is. And it is cool literally every time.
It's too obvious.
It's cool literally every time.
It's too obvious.
It's so awesome.
What about Batman? Are you saying like Batman stories where he becomes a vampire, or just Batman stories with vampires?
Batman where he becomes a vampire.
Okay. Batman versus Dracula doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, I mean like the movie.
I guess not. Even though he had like that dream sequence,
that was a pretty cool movie though.
It was a cool. I love that movie.
Dude, remember that part where
I prefer that show over animated series, to be honest.
Remember that part where oh, we have to do an episode someday later to talk about that, but all that bullshit. But like that episode, the ending of that movie where the Dracula's in the Batcave, he's like, "You're Bruce Wayne," and he's just like, "I'm the Batman."
Yeah.
And you're dust. And what a great Dracula death, by the way. The way they animate him as he's disintegrating.
It's good shit. My favorite, I really like when Batman looks a lot more monstrous and ethereal. Like,
I agree. The cape needs to be long.
Like the Todd McFarlane comics. Like if he has like spikes on his shoulders and his ears are super long.
He shouldn't have. It should be like
fucking.
I like the collar they gave him in the Batman.
Yeah, I really like that stuff. I think Batman should absolutely look, because he's supposed to be a creature. That's kind of that's what he's trying to give off.
How do you
to the
feel
criminals.
about that idea that he tries to look less intimidating as he realizes that he scares children?
I don't know.
There's a bug right there on the windshield.
Leave it be.
Couldn't kill it if I tried.
I remember there was one, I don't remember what comic it was. I just saw the panel pretty recently. It was an Alex Ross illustrated one. Pretty sure. It looked like his art style. Whereas Batman, he was taking off his cowl to show a little girl who's scared of him that he's just a man. I'm just gonna say this.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 1 totally ripped off that scene.
I'm gonna say this.
He's gonna say this.
I'm gonna say this. But Batman is infinitely more entertaining when he's being nice and compassionate than when he's beating the shit out of people.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's contrast.
Batman and Superman are infinitely more entertaining when they're best friends versus fighting each other. And people who say otherwise are just fucking objectively wrong.
As good as World's Finest is, the animated movie in the DC EU, or AU, as much as I like that movie, I do kind of like, I'm annoyed at like Batman's attitude in that movie. Like, there's like a part where Superman busts down the door to like an air carrier, and Batman's like, "Oh, you're learning." It's like, what? You learned that from you? You didn't do that the entire time. You think Superman's the newbie here? He's a better super than you are already, bitch, and he just started. That's also a movie where like I really wish, like there's a part where Batman flips Superman when they first meet. I just wish that scene ended with like him like trying to do that, and Superman's like, "What are you doing?" There was a great episode later on in the animated series where Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins get tangled up with Superman, and while they're robbing a train, he's just like, "What's going on here?" And they try to choke him like, and he's like a statue. He's like, "Well, this is pretty lame."
You should watch Public Enemies. It's a great Batman Superman movie. But I really like their banner because there's like a scene where I think I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right, but like something happens with Superman's blood, and then Batman's like, his blood isn't toxic, and he looks over at Superman like, your blood's not toxic, right? I don't know. I like that.
Wait,
kind of
Batman
shit.
was like, your blood's not toxic, is it?
Yeah, because
that's really funny.
it is funny.
Batman should be funny like that.
He should be.
Like in that dry kind
He's
of
got
way.
he has really great dry humor.
Did you remember that part in the animated the Justice League cartoon where he's like falling from the sky? He's like, I'm Batman here. I'm falling. Use some assistance, and nothing happens. Like, could use that assistance anytime now because I don't lie like at all.
Batman has a sense of humor. People, come on. I remember the Batman in the movie when he's like, thumb drive. I love that scene.
Thumb drive.
It's great. Batman has a sense of humor, guys. Come on, man.
One of my favorite panels I came across recently is when some guy's in the Batmobile. He's like, I gotta be honest, Superman's my favorite superhero, and Batman's like, can I tell you a secret? He's mine too.
Yeah, badass.
He's not badass. It's just nice.
Nah,
he's a good person.
He's badass.
He's a good person by a good boy. Batman's a good boy.
He's a good boy for the good of Gotham.
He definitely shouldn't be making secret plans to murder all his friends if he needs to.
Well, that is a discussion we could, because I have my own thoughts about Tower of Babel.
So weapons, that movie we watched.
Yeah.
Any other? I feel like there's something else we could say about this movie that we haven't already discussed. Can you think of anything?
Not really.
Who's your favorite character?
Definitely Josh Brolin's character.
Really? I like the nuance that his son was the bully. I feel like that adds a lot of nuance to the story.
Yeah, I did like that too.
I appreciate that because, like, you like that, even a kid's like a little shit. Like, his parents love him and stuff, and he's, loved by someone, and they'll miss him if he's gone.
He's just a bully because he is one, not because he has a bad home life.
Yeah, his dad's pretty cool. He's a construction guy. I thought it was pretty clever how, they established, like, he got the wrong kind of paint, and that's, I feel like it's predictable, but, like, him using that to paint witch on a car it's a nice little beat.
I like it too.
Very, very.
It's just a tight movie.
Yeah, very tightly written. The fact that she has witch paint on her car is that's a really smart plot device because now people can just know when she's there and when she's not, and they use that to their advantage in many scenes.
Actually, now that we bring this up, one thing I really wish they got into that they didn't, which I think was the most unsatisfactory part about this movie, is we never see like how the town deals with this.
Not really. We don't see any other parents,
which would be a very interesting thing to see.
You almost feel like this should be like a Midnight Mass kind of show, like a miniseries.
Yeah, I would actually really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, but I feel like we have to accept the limitations of this film.
I suppose so. How long is this movie? Like 2 hours?
It was like 2 hours. It was a longer movie, but it didn't feel like that. I wasn't like I wasn't dying for the movie to be over at the end.
I wasn't either.
I feel like it ended up in a pretty fast way. Maybe a little too fast.
There is some missed potential there.
Yeah, definitely.
It did definitely wrap up a little quicker than I wanted. I very much am someone who likes a ending. I'm a huge sucker for epilogues, so I really like things to be like nicely wrapped up.
A storytelling rule I use a lot. Everyone talks about don't tell, show. I like don't tell, don't show a lot of the times, but even me, like, that shouldn't be an excuse to not do your work. Like, still show me some shit. Tell me some shit. I want to know how these kids. Give me like a better idea of like how these kids ended up than just a narration. Because that narration didn't exist. I would have no idea that these kids were like catatonic. The narration shouldn't be a crutch. Although I did like it at the beginning.
Well,
and again, I really do appreciate. I want to emphasize that I really do appreciate the soundtrack because it's very minimalist, but it's very memorable, and it sets a tone pretty nicely.
In conclusion,
colorful shot, well shot, atmospheric, tense, creative ideas. Obviously, all the actors are doing good, except maybe the kid.
Yeah, I guess I can't disagree there. Great cinematography, great storytelling engine.
I thought maybe the witch reveal it was personally disappointing to me just because I feel like, I feel like I was more hoping something a little more interesting could have been the reason.
More unique. I think aliens would have been kind of interesting.
It had to have been like some sort of like, no matter what they did, it would have been like a little unsatisfying. Because it would either be that I would be like, oh, it was just a demon, or like, oh, it was just aliens, or oh, it was just a ghost, or Yeah.
Well, maybe if Trevor didn't try retardery, he wouldn't be in this mess.
Yeah, I mean, you should have taken. Trevor should have taken that advice.
Alright, well, in conclusion, why just because you know rules, WKUK forever.
Zach Cregger also rules.
He does rule.
He's probably the most alpha of all the whitest kids.
Yeah, Jack's really into the alpha male stuff.
Well, no, but like they would be.
You think so?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know. And the pack of the whitest kids, you know, he was like the mom.
Okay, Trevor was the dad.
And like Timmy and Sam and Darren were like their children.
Darren's like the oldest child, though.
Yeah.
Timmy's the youngest.
He's the responsible one.
And Sam has the weird middle child
Yeah,
syndrome.
Sam's like me. But remember, he's not finished.
I'm not finished! I'm not done!
You filmed me? There were people there?
You sold it on the internet?
How many people? I'm not finished. Done.
So what'd you do last night? If you don't tell me what you did, I'm gonna fire you.
You're gonna fire me? Gonna fire you,
like,
yeah.
Yes, I slept with my girlfriend.
Can you draw it? Just draw like two stick figures, like, hot. Now I show what I did last night. It's like, okay, you jerked. Oh yeah, you jerked off. It's like, wait, what do you? Is that a window? You were watching me? I'm not finished. It's like, is that a camera? There was a camera. You were recording us. I'm not finished.
What a masterclass in escalation.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I almost want to see him do like a comedy again. But I don't know, horror's pretty good for him.
He's good at it.
Something about comedians and horror kind of go together.
They kind of have the same beats, you know?
It's
Rules of three.
Kind of like how comedy, like, you know, like, in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, they got a lot of comedians to do those shit, but like they worked a lot better than like dramatic actors.
Absolutely.
If you do comedy, you can do drama. They're both two sides of the same coin. You need to have one to match the other.
For the most part, I think Chris Rock, I'm pretty sure he was pretty shit in a movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's not a real good comedian.
I don't think I've ever seen any of his stand-up specials actually.
If you're a good comedian, you can do.
Do we have the same favorite comedian? George Carlin?
Yeah.
Okay.
A second favorite would be Bill Burr.
Me too, actually.
And I probably like Tom Segura or something after that. Well, actually, you know, Dave Chappelle would be a third.
Tom Segura.
Personally,
I'm more of a Tom Green kind of guy.
Tom Green is pretty cool. Would you like some sausage?
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
Good shit.
I'm scuba diving. It's like, what the hell are you doing with my soap on a rope?
It kicks down the door effortlessly. We need to rewatch that movie. We need to do a
Tom Green-a-thon.
Yeah, we need to do a Midnight Movies episode on it.
Is it worth it? It probably is. Well, what should our finishing words be?
She was begging for it. Just look at what she was wearing.
Look at what she's wearing?
Yeah. It's purple.
Oh. No!
Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Go see Weapons, directed by...
Go watch Weapons. We'll end on this, Jozie. Go watch Weapons, or Jozie and I. We're going to take you down to the radiator. We're going to tie to the radiator, and we're going to grape you for decades and decades and decades.
In the mouth.
In the mouth.
Specifically.
Grape you in the mouth. You got kids? We'll grape them too.
You got parents? We'll grape them too.
We're going to tie you to the radiator and grape you for decades and decades and decades.
Everything that's wrong with me, my heart so done. You can't spell bleeding without drawing your blood. Well, still, a mix of two dying, I know I don't.